Let's see. Mm. Wow. Mm. This is really good. You could just eat it like a soup. Welcome to Cook and Bake with Samer. Today I'm going to be making for you a fresh homemade pizza sauce. We're going to also be making pizza dough, and then we'll make pizzas. So I'm starting here with my fresh herbs, and I'm going to have about uh, 2 tablespoons of oregano, fresh oregano. If you're using dry, just use 1 tablespoon. This is for 4 pounds of Roma tomatoes, and so that's what I'm using. But again, I had received a question regarding, how do I do my fresh herbs and how do I take them out? So you could see here what I just did. So I'm going to chop our fresh oregano here, and I'm also going to have a teaspoon of dried thyme and about 2 tablespoons of fresh basil. And also, I'm going to finely chop them. With the tomatoes, I'm have the water getting ready to boil so I can score them and drop them. And after we do that, we're going to peel the tomatoes. I'm going to chop them and also mince them. And before I start letting them simmer for about 45 minutes probably, we need them to drop down a third in size. These look good here, I think. We're also going to be using 3 teaspoons of extra virgin olive oil. Now, I'm not going to use garlic and I'm not going to use onions because I'm making quite a bit and I might end up needing to freeze it as well. The onions, I wouldn't put it anyway, but if I wanted to use garlic, I can do it later. Put it in a little bit olive oil, dice them, and so I would put them in olive oil, dice them, and just cook them just slightly to get rid of the garlic taste here. So we're gonna kind of chiffon our basil. And when I add the herbs, I'm going to add them about 20 minutes after they start simmering, and not right at the beginning. And as I mentioned, we have our boiling hot water here. We're going to drop our scored tomatoes in here for about a minute, minute and a half. We want to make sure they're easy to peel. And here they are. And then we'll remove them, we'll put them back here. I'll peel them and I'll show you what I'm doing, and we'll also core them, chop them, and continue. They've been in there right around a minute and a half. Let's start removing some of these. I could see they are ready. Some that were on top, I'll remove them at the end. Beautiful tomatoes. And then I'll take them all out, and then we'll see you on the other side. I'll demonstrate a couple. I know you've seen how I peel them and core them before. Our tomatoes are ready, so let's peel them real quick and then I'll score them. Going to peel them and put the peels here. I have a bag. See how easy it is? It just comes right off. And then I'm taking a knife with it has a little pointy thing. It makes it easier to just go in there. Just be careful. But also, if I'm able to do them without putting the tomatoes in a bath water, cold water, because I have these gloves on. If you don't, you probably want to have a little bit of cold water, some ice, just to put them in there quickly, mainly so you can uh, not burn your hands. You know, see how quickly and easy it is? Look, it's very simple. And we don't have to be too precise when we are getting ready and chopping them, because I'm going to also, you'll see, I'm going to also smash them like if I'm doing mashed potatoes. I'll quickly show you how I'm going to cut the tomatoes here. I'll go ahead and cut this in half. Here we'll do 3 cuts on this one, just like that. That's good. Quick. Next. Again, we don't have to be precise. We don't have to worry about it if it gets smushed, because we're going to smush them. And okay. After I'm done with these, we'll go to the stove and continue our adventure. Don't go anywhere. Let's put our tomatoes and, keep the juices, even though we're going to have more juices from the tomatoes. But when we simmer them open. We do want the sauce to thicken, but we'll keep an eye on it. It could take some time, depending on how much you're doing. It could take just 30 minutes and not the full 40. We're over here now. Our tomatoes are ready, and I'm going to turn the stove on. Okay, so we're turning our stove on. I'm going to have it on about medium high right now, and I'm going to put 3 teaspoons of olive oil for this. There. Now it's 3. And I don't need for it to warm up or anything. If I was doing garlic, I would add the garlic right now and saute it with the olive oil first, so we can get rid of the garlicky taste, and just have the beautiful flavor of the garlic. What I'm going to do is mash the potatoes. Oh, no, tomatoes. You gotta make sure you have the right ingredients. We have to mash the tomatoes a little bit here. That helps get the water out of them too, but also helps them during that simmering process. It also expedites the simmering process. Again, as soon as they start boiling, I'm going to lower it to low to medium low, and then I'm going to set the timer for 20 minutes, add our herbs, salt and pepper and all that. I'm going to go ahead and add the salt and pepper right now. It's just the herbs. We will need to add those. We will add those after 20 minutes. Also, as I mentioned, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and then we'll taste them later as well. But freshly ground our 1 teaspoon of pepper. Here we go. Mix that salt and pepper in there. I'm going to quickly taste for the salt and the pepper. Let me see here the flavor. The salt is perfect. It's excellent. We'll wait for it. It's about to start boiling here. And again, we'll set the timer for 20 minutes. We'll lower the heat to medium low. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll set the timer for 20, add our herbs, and I'll show you when we add the herbs. And it's a good idea to stir it every 5 minutes. There we go. It's been 20 minutes and now we're ready to add our herbs, and I've been stirring it every 5 minutes. Here we go. You know, the taste of the tomatoes, and right now if you just smell the aroma of those tomatoes, just like that, they're so delicious. I'm adding a teaspoon of sugar, and I'm also adding here the teaspoon of thyme, and also here we have our 2 tablespoons of fresh oregano and about 2 tablespoons of our fresh basils. All right, so let's stir them together here. I'm gonna set the timer for 10 more minutes, and I know I need them there for another 20 or 25, but we want to keep an eye on them, make sure they have the consistency we want. I'm thinking after that 10 minutes, I'm going to puree them and to show us really how the consistency is. Another 10 minutes went by, and it's time to put the immersion blender through, and then I'll leave them for another 10. I want to let you know with the immersion blender, in case you have an electric stove, you need to remove it from the part that's hot, because it's going to continue to boil, and we're trying to use the immersion blender. It's really going to cause air pockets on the inside with the heat, and it will splatter high heat and liquid on you. So I'll use the immersion blender. I want to liquefy the whole pizza sauce. If you want to keep it chunky, you could, but I want to liquefy it with all the ingredients, all the herbs. And after I run it right now, I'm also going to give it another taste to make sure everything is okay. Just be careful with the immersion blender not to raise it high while you're, running it. You gotta make sure it's staying under the liquid. Even if you're tilting it a little bit like I am, you don't want to go too high. It took about 3 minutes to get all this liquefied. It really doesn't take much time at all. I mean, I would recommend unplug first and remove and put in the sink. And let's try it together here and see how it is. So I have it back to medium low. I want to taste the herbs in our pizza sauce. Let's see. Wow. This is really good. You could just eat it like a soup. But those herbs are so good in there, the fresh herbs. Even if you use the dry herbs, they'll be good. So we'll keep it for another 10 minutes. After that, we'll turn it off, let it cool down. And once it's cold, I'll put it in the refrigerator for overnight. Let's go work on our pizza dough. Look at our beautiful pizza sauce.